All of the people start to rush by. Her music puts the jams, can't buy my drink a man. Where all my keys, I lost my phone. What's going on the floor? I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore. It goes. I can't remember, but it's alright, alright. Just dance, it'll be okay.
Hello to you, ladies.
Hello.
It is another Wednesday evening here at Not Your Typical Girl Talk Crew, and as usual, we are here to give the midweek laughter because we have scoured the internet and found the foolishness that we will be talking. And we are very clear. We have every Monday we have an hour and a half meeting. We scour the internet, the three ladies, to find these stories for you. But before we go into them, we want to make sure that we introduce ourselves in alphabetical order.
Yes. Hello, world. My name is Garcia. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, featuring the four of us. If you like to laugh, then this is the show for you. We want to give a quick shout out to Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. We have replays of our show every Saturday on internet radio through Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. So check us out there every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Telly, what is up, my friend?
It is good. Happy Wednesday, everyone. My name is Telly, and I'm so happy to be here with my crew. Not your typical girl talk. So much foolishness to unravel. I'm scared. Shiva girl, tell me who you are.
I am Shiva. They call me Shiva. I am the final female member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. Before we go any further, my partner in life and our male conscience is going to introduce himself.
Probably 3 times. What's going on, everybody? How is it hanging? And let's get into it.
So, we've all heard of the term sister wives.
Yes.
But I'm going to introduce you to another term that I have affectionately called brother husband. And we are going to learn about this new term, brother husband, by a very hilarious post that I'm going to both show and read to you. Now here we go. So this post says, my wife's side ninja, the most disrespectful, thoughtful ninja this hurt has ever seen. He do-ish like sneak over when I ain't home and mow the grass, but in my sneakers. I leave my PS5 remote charging. I come home, my PS5 remote dead, but my My Player is a 99 now. I was getting my beat whooped in the club one night. I looked up and this ninja knocking people out for me. He said, your wife would be mad with me if I didn't get you home safe. I said, damn, I see what she see in this ninja.
I'm here for it. That's awesome. It's an ending for me.
He continues to say, hold on, he says, I felt so safe. This ninja is horribly excellent. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ninja. Go ahead.
There we go, brother husband.
Yes.
You know what? That's taking the
lemons and turning into lemonade.
Yes, that's what that situation is. He's like, you know what? My shoes are ruined. However, my lawn is mowed.
Yes.
My controller for my game, it's out. However, check out my score. And I'm at the club and I'm being protected.
It's the protection for me.
It's protection for me, and his wife is probably really happy,
right?
Which is also another thing. So, hey, if it works for them, I'm here for it. This is very funny. I hope it's true.
I hope it's true.
Yeah,
too.
I want a movie. I want a binge on every episode. I'm here.
I hope Netflix has got to jump on that. Yes. The ending took me out. I was like, wow, he's like getting into the way of the flame to protect
Yes.
the husband. He got into harm's way and took out people to protect this man. He's like, yo, your wife would be really mad at me if I don't get you, her husband, home safe and sound.
It's like The Bodyguard.
It is like, right? Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. Just in this case, it's Kevin Costner and, I don't know, some other man. But at the same time, it's gold. I'm here for it. I love that.
Listen, the movie will be titled Horribly Excellent.
Right?
This man is horribly excellent. He's the most disrespectful, nice ninja he has ever encountered in his life. And listen, they like it. We love it. That's a statement Robin and I like to say. And this is one like, yo, like, I mean, this everybody's getting what they want. Robbie 3 times.
I think it's sweet.
I hope he don't want you. I think he's trying to protect his encounters with the wife.
Give me Dame, Terry Crews and Cat Williams in Friday After Next vibes. Like him.
Oh, he like him, you think? I think he's trying to protect his time with the wife.
Okay, I'll get into it in a second, I guess. No big deal. I guess there's some, to me, the logic ain't logic, but sure.
Listen, if it works for them.
Well, what if he decides they don't need you no more?
Oh, I mean, there's that.
I guess he's the provider, so, you know, Captain America must be good at knocking dudes out, not that good at paying bills. So to start knocking some of the bills out.
Done. We're done. We're gonna move on, and you can keep it in your segment because this one, I'm gonna have to express. Listen, I love Rob to the ends of the earth. There are many things that I would do for Rob, but this one here, I'm not so sure. And I told Rob, it is till death do us part. We're going to be buried on top of each other when we die. This woman, though, had some other ideas about how she could keep her boyfriend safe to her. And I'm just going to let Robbie 3 times absorb that for a second, and then I will read. Woman caught wearing sex toy containing boyfriend's ashes during airport security check-in. An Australian woman trying to enter the United Arab Emirates airport was stopped by security after her sex toy set off several alarms during check-in. Sarah Button, 23, was set to board her flight when her butt plug set off security alarms, and she documented the entire experience in a TikTok video. Button said the sex toy was a gag gift from her boyfriend before he passed away. He'd spent so much time in there, and it was his favorite place. However, airport security assumed Button was carrying a weapon, and she said male officials didn't like her vulgar language. I explained what it was, but a lady was working in earshot of that conversation, which led to some back and forth between us, and the male officers did not like the vulgarity I was using to explain. So if you missed that, the reason his ashes was in the sex toy, which is the butt plug, was that her butt was where he used to plug before he died.
Yeah, I inferred that.
Yeah, thank you, Sheba, for reinstating that statement. We all appreciate it.
Knows
Thank you, girl.
Weren't envisioning that before.
Thank you kindly.
I do my best to explain the foolishness. That's what I'm here for.
Oh.
Yeah, what say ye, ladies? What say ye?
I say ew. Like,
well, first of all, sis, you thought you were going to get through airport security with this thing up your bati? Like, that's the first thing. It's almost like she was looking for attention.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds dry, but I mean,
yeah,
do what you want.
You
know, it has nothing to do with me, sis. If that's what you're up to, then go right ahead. I just don't understand why it needed to be there for you to travel.
Yeah, like, okay, like her whole explanation, like she went all about it. I think this is for clout as well. Yeah, I agree with you. I think she did this all for like attention. It doesn't make any sense.
She's a freaky chick.
Because it's like, oh, I want to put in the place where he would, do me from behind. And it's kind of like, but nobody asked you,
right,
ma'am.
like why is this? Why do we have to know this? Why is it up your butty right now?
Why is it in your butty hole? No one asked. And I only feel sorry for the people that had to like,
hear the conversation.
Yeah, imagine. That's a lot.
It looks metallic-ish. It is silver.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, flying into LA, par for the course. Sure, that's not the first time they've seen something like that. No big deal. Flying into the UAE.
Yeah.
This was
That's
clout.
a problem.
You knew this was going to become a situation. And then to be vulgar about it, and I hope they lock her up for 30 to 60 days or something like that and see how much her prank is funny there. Like, they don't. And she's Australian. Like, yeah, she bold.
I agree with you. You go into a country that you know is conservative, right? It is a conservative country where the traditions are still a big thing. They have male roles, they have female role, and part of a female role is not vulgarity. And so that is why, again, had she explained it in terms that were not vulgar and said, my boyfriend has died, this is something that was important to us, this is what I've done, I'm sorry if I've offended you, I didn't mean to, can I put this in my luggage, is there another way for me to bring him, because I wanted to keep him close to me. That's a different conversation than he probably liked to F me in the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I just think that's just, what other vulgarity could she have been using to explain the situation? Right? And then she's putting it on TikTok, where again, you're in a country, which I've never been, but I can only imagine that recording things and putting it on social media, when they've got social media laws in many of these countries, then you're putting it on TikTok for people to see. And like, I just think we have to understand that.
She's disrespectful.
It is. And I think we have to respect other people's cultures.
Yeah, and I really do think she did it for clout.
She did it for clout.
Because
she
again,
put it in her bag.
Isn't the point of Australia to the UAE? That's like a 15-hour flight.
Yeah.
There is no way
Let me even check.
you were planning on keeping that where it was for your entire travel. You intentionally did it. You could have went through security and put it in the bathroom.
Like a normal.
You went through security.
exactly.
Wanted to get caught. There's nothing about this. And that's why I'm like, I believe you play stupid games, you should get stupid prizes. They should incarcerate her behind for whatever, throw the UAE book at her behind.
Yeah.
And once again, reaffirm to us Westerners traveling over there that they got a different playbook, man.
That's it.
They totally do. They're more so of, even though they're welcoming of tourists, it is, Muslim based in
Very
their culture, conservative. Even their flight attendants are dressed to the nine, full on modest. Like apparently their training for their flight attendants it's the most intense training of any flight staff in the world.
It is.
So the idea that she was out here thinking, yeah, I'm just going to walk through airport security with this thing at my bati and I'll just be like, yeah, my boyfriend and me, this is what we would do. And, have his pass. And I'm just like,
She didn't think that through properly. Just like going to anybody else's house. People have rules. Just abide by them.
Take off your shoes.
I fear. Take off your shoes when you come to my house.
Yeah.
Don't put things up your ass when you don't. Like, I didn't ask you that.
And
Rob
was indeed correct. So the average flight time from Sydney to Dubai is 14 hours and 20.
Right.
Jesus.
So come on, girl. Stop the foolishness.
This generation coming up is weird. I don't know how old this young lady is, but I'm scared.
I don't find that amusing at all.
I don't either. And when we saw it, we were just like, why? Like, why? There's other ways, girl. I mean, clearly we're talking about her now, but it's not in a positive way. And as teaching the 13-year-old, not every attention is positive attention, so you shouldn't seek it.
And I'm sure
Exactly.
get that type of attention in a UAE jail.
Oh, well, that's for sure.
I'm sure they'll love to put things up your butty.
Oh, well, that's so. Yeah, and now I transition from that. We shall see. Well, this next one, I am going to say as little as possible because this community is known for canceling people, and I'm surprised we have not been canceled before. We've been so blessed. Thank you, Radio Regents and iHeartRadio, and all of those of you who watch us live. But this one, I think, for me, takes the cake. And, well, we're going to see the headline, and then I'm going to play you a slight video and show you some pictures to go along. And so the headline states. I'm just letting Robbie 3 times absorb the headline so that I can go ahead and read what I have.
Hashtag report.
Read what I have to read. So this says, in New Hampshire, a biological male won a Miss America pageant for the first time in history. And if you'd like to watch a quick video of said, here we go.
Can we skip to the good part?
And I'm going to show you the pictures. I'm assuming that the new Miss, okay. So this is again Brian. This is Brian in the red gown with a bouquet of flowers surrounded by the other participants. This is, I'm assuming, one of the pictures that Brian had submitted for the pageant, and more pictures from Brian, and a final picture. Yep, that's a final picture from Brian. And we're so yeah.
I have decided I don't have a dog in this fight. If women are okay with this, I don't see why I shouldn't be.
We are not. We are not okay. Of these 3 women, we are not okay. We are not.
No,
I'm not okay.
I'm gonna go there and just say this. Now,
I'm not okay.
hey, if you want to go out there and compete in pageants as a transgendered woman, I have no problem. I think transgendered women should go and have their own pageant. Like, go start that. Go do it. My issue is that as a biological woman, we all know here, and men that know of women, have women living with them know, us women go through a lot of stuff to be able to get up on a stage like that and walk down that stage, present ourselves, starve ourselves, bun up our skin so we can get a chemical peel,
That part.
do all these things, get extensions. We do the most, right? So we can go and win a medal or an award, a crown, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you,
Sir,
come out there and compete against biological women and say, well, I deserve this award over these women because I spent, thousands of dollars to get some work done, and I deserve to have this sash. And who cares about all these other women? What the hell they're doing? What about me?
I do, because that's my 4, 7, 11. I'm sure that's great for Brian's self-esteem, but what about those 12 girls that lost to him?
Thank you.
all of that.
No,
It's
Tim.
a biological male.
No,
It's
no,
so
it's
it's
all of
fine.
that.
going on. I don't
Yeah,
Exactly.
all of that.
Like this, you know, some of those women, they're maybe, you know, 5, 6. They went through this whole thing where they were like, I need to do this, I need to do that to look pretty
Yeah.
enough to be. And I'm sure they're all, these biological women, I'm sure they're all like beautiful, or else they would not be in this pageant. And the idea that no matter what they do, there will always be a guy standing in the gap saying, no, I deserve this moment. Like, give these women a chance, man. Let these women enjoy the Local Award. Like,
Here is something that we discussed in our planning call. A full-figured woman would have never won.
Oh, they wouldn't have even been able to enter. They wouldn't even enter.
A full-figured biological woman. If you've ever seen any Miss America pageant and seen the swimsuit, you know that there has, I don't recall in any of them I've watched, that there have been a full-figured, borderline fat woman.
I've never seen
pageant.
No.
Sorry, Brian. I'm sorry, Brian. No. No.
Yeah, no, Brian. No, Brian.
Here's my thing as well. It's like, this is why I think women really need to maybe really think about this, because like, I don't like the word never, but this is as close to never as you're gonna get from me. You won't see a biological female transition into a male and dominate male competitions. You won't see it.
No.
This thing is only going one way.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's to eradicate us.
Yeah. Like, imagine if there's a track meet, right? We all here, we love sports, we love track, you know, and you have the women that are going to do the 100. And then we have a transgendered woman, a man, maybe he, you know, was an athlete even in his male life. And he comes and he decides he's going to run the women's 100. I'm telling you, he's going to win.
Happened with a male swimmer. There was a male swimmer,
yeah.
and he transitioned to a woman, and he won.
Of course he did. Everything.
Of course he did. This is why, like equality, I get it. I'm here for it. But there are some situations where it's like, y'all, we need to keep things in the way, whatever, you know, your gender is, and I get it. You feel like you want to represent as a woman, that's fine. But as much work as you get done and as much as you do, we are still not
the same.
We're not the same. Biological women are different than transgendered women, and that's just the way it is. Like, I know people don't want to say it out loud. I know people are scared of saying it, but this is an actual fact.
And it's not going to go away either. What bothers me is that it's just, once again, a man dressing up as a woman to show women how to be women. It's really confusing.
Yeah, that's because
clearly a woman knows how to be a woman, but even for Brian to even enter, that means that a bunch of men, because usually it's men that
men
are taking care of these pageants, they allowed Brian to come on in,
they were like,
with his body shape exactly as he is, and enter and win.
Yeah.
So once again, we're being told that whatever we're doing as biological women, we're doing it not wrong. But Brian knows where it's at.
Right.
So we should all just listen to Brian.
Right.
Because he won.
Right.
So.
My child would never, ever enter any pageant ever in that state. I would boycott every single thing.
Absolutely.
I would be that parent. Because no way in God's green heaven am I. I cannot.
I feel you, because I ain't gonna.
I cannot.
As a girl, Dad, I don't know if I would even let my daughter take that picture.
Absolutely not. Oh no, our daughter would have not been in that picture. I would be like, and we're done. We're done here. No, the moment we even heard that Brian was in the competition, I would have yanked her. And
yes,
absolutely.
We know where this is going.
We would have called every TV station and said, I'm sorry, like, I get it. Garcia is right. You can have your own lane. Our lane is, listen, it is hard enough to be a woman who is entering anything related to beauty. Beauty standards for women is so difficult as it is.
Yeah.
And now again, like Telly just said, you've got men dressing up as women telling women how to be women. How, Sway? How? And this is starting from young now. Like this is starting from young. Like our daughter's got a trap meet on Tuesday. If that scenario did happen and a young boy who just transitioned, listen, the noise I would make there, they wouldn't want to hear my mouth. To think that she's gonna run the 100-meter like you said, and I'm looking like, hold on, not a boy. No, we ain't gonna do this. No, I would be the worst, because there's equality and there's equity.
Yeah.
And this is simply not equitable.
No.
It's not. And we need to stop it. And I get it. But this is just enough. This is enough.
Yeah.
Florida's onto something. And I'll be
Yes.
So
Florida knows where it's at.
Florida for the first time.
Florida went up a notch. Okay,
When they
Florida.
recently voted. So before we get into our second segment, which there is more, we're going to there is a lot more. We're going to let Robbie 3 times loose. And Robbie, 3 times, we're going to start with the brother husband.
Yeah, the brother husband. I hope that's comedy. I know that y'all ain't like, we hope that's a real thing or whatever. But if he likes it, I love it. But at the same time, I really am. I would not prognosticate him being around, like him being. I don't know who's the brother, who's the husband, but I would think them roles probably gonna get switched up before too long, because as he said, he gotta be the breadwinner, because he's like, your wife would be mad if I let something happen to you. She'd be like, how we both gonna live? So
How we both gonna live? He's caring for 2.
But yeah, like that's, hey man.
No.
Each their own, but
Not in our house. And we move on to Butler Girl.
Oh.
That much time at her, because it's just I just violated, so they should have violated her. Like I would have been totally okay with this have become some type of abuse story, but seeing that she was an Australian white woman, of course, all they did was be able to argue with her and stuff like that, because they don't want that type of PR. But I think considering what she had going on with herself and how easily avoidable that situation was, it's like that was definitely like a reaction video. She's arguing with other people there. 'Cause I'm sure one of the old ladies over there was like, you, whatever in their language, something kind of bad word for a woman that does stuff like that. And yeah, lock her up.
And
And Brian, I'm not even gonna worship Brian like that, because it's just, man, like I said a minute ago, like this only seems to be beneficial in one direction. Like it's, and like I think this is one that most pragmatic men are just kind of like, this is when I'm gonna just hang back and be like, I told you so long. This ain't a problem men can fix, man, because it's like, you can't even attack other men for doing this.
And with that, we are done. Thank you, Robbie, 3 times. And we are going to move over to Garcia, who's going to talk to the people back.
Yes. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these internets. Oh, pardon me, y'all. Head colds are going crazy in Toronto, and I'm going through it, but we're getting through it. Yes, so Saturdays, you need to check us out on Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We are on internet radio, so check us out. Check out the replays of our show every week. And we're going to move on with the rest of the show because we got a whole lot more foolishness to discuss.
So, since especially the invention of something like an Instagram, DMs have become very popular. And for some of you old heads, A DM means a direct message. So someone can come in your message box and they can message you, and message you some more. Well, this post wanted to know, this particular messenger, what astrological sign do you think this person is? I had a particular answer, but we're going to let you all decide what astrological sign you think the messenger of these messages are. Okay, we're going to go with. So the messages say, yo, I miss you. I need you back. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been effing beepers to get you off my mind. I don't even want these hoes. Life's so ish without you. Like, finna so effing ish. Can you answer my calls one time, please? Now watch me kill myself because of you. Yo, he's in the hospital. It's his brother texting. Now, to be clear, for those listening, this is one person texting all of these things. There are no responses. There's a series of messages from one person. They wanted to know what sign this person is. I personally said the sign of Psycho. Right? No sign attached. This is pure psychotic behavior, and he's having a mental breakdown because in the midst of this, he thought that she would respond because he tried to change into his own brother to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, male psycho song. This is a lot.
This is hilarious.
Sir. And first of all, that's just, if you thought you were trying to get me back, telling me you are a bunch of other women and you don't like these hoes, it's not, no, that won't get me back, sir. That's not the one. No, that's not it. That's not it. Not you've been crying about me at night. Not you've been thinking about, the future we were going to have. You've been effing some bippity beeps. And you don't care about yourself.
No.
I don't react to messages like that. That's the absolute best way to turn off a woman if you don't want her to text you back, actually. Like starting to do that sort of weird catfishy stuff. Oh, this is his brother, by the way. Oh, this is his cousin. Yeah, he's in the hospital. Like, and you have his phone. Of all the people in the world, Mark, the cousin, you have the phone.
And I'm the one you're texting, right? Like, I am so special. Other than all of these hoes he's been, you know what I'm saying? I am the one that you just needed to let know. He was, no, sir, go away.
As for the sign.
Oh, I got my 3 lined up.
Yeah, and I know you and I
got
agreed to
one
one, so I'll leave that one for you. But I do know that I at first I was like, as much as I love Drake, I could so see Drake in a desperate moment becoming this desperate.
Oh, no.
And he is a Sagittarius, a Scorpio.
He's
Yeah,
a Scorpio!
No offense to you though, Sheba. You're not that.
We're talking about male.
We're talking about
Male,
men, not
yes.
the female.
Which is they're
the
different.
male Scorpio.
Male Scorpios kind of have a bit of a slight crazy,
Male Scorpios
as well as Cancers are highly sensitive.
Cancers are very sensitive.
They tend to sort of be like, what can I do? So a Cancer man, I could see that. I know we agreed on.
Oh yeah, this man is either a Gemini or he is a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
But I would lean more towards Gemini because I know my people. And I know they're crazy as fuck.
Kanye and Donald Trump are male Gemini.
Crazy
for...
AF. So this would not shock me if he was born on June 5th, 1986.
2000.
Yeah, 2000.
This is definitely a 21-year-old.
He's an interesting
22-year-old kid.
This man, he needs help. What?
Robbie 3 times has been quiet over here, babe. What you gotta say?
Mine is 304.
What?
problem
90s,
of
like
that
back in New York,
generation,
like,
right? These kids born
that's
in the
your man.
2000s.
It's true.
That's your man. If I grabbed her phone and saw that in her phone, that's your man. We definitely
Yes.
done. I'm like, you like 304. You should have just said
Yes, Rob, it's true.
That's facts.
These kids, like, I would say definitely anyone after the year 2000, the men sometimes, and you can see it, sometimes you're just like, bro,
Like what?
Like what in the what?
Someone needs to check on that person because clearly that text, it was hilarious, but something is clearly wrong.
You know, it's like all the music that has come out, you know, from all the young kids in Atlanta.
They
When
all
you look at
sound
the lyrics,
broken.
they're all like,
Nobody
you know,
loves me.
and she wouldn't,
She left me.
and that's what
I want to
all
kill
the-
myself.
Yeah, that's what all of the lyrics are. And you're like, okay, there's definitely something with that specific generation where it's like, I'm just gonna be out here constantly texting weird crap, and then when you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself, I'm in the hospital, like, God.
I don't know who sent those texts.
Who sent those texts, babe?
Lala Anthony's son.
Robert. We're getting canceled. We're definitely.
Oh no!
I mean,
Robert.
That is the generation we are speaking of.
Oh no!
So-
Taking her rounds of how she's teaching them to appreciate black women and to do all of this stuff, and I'm like, is she aware that her son needs protecting in these streets?
I'm done. Okay, we want to thank everyone for listening and watching us here on Instagram and for Radio Region for giving us this platform to speak our truth. It's been great. It's been real. It's been fun.
This is the generation of little Uzi Vert, you know, Juicy World, you know, rest in peace, sir. All of these kind of, little Nas X. This generation, all those kids.
The girls.
The girls. This is what is the spawn. This is the spawn of this
of that
generation.
text.
Well, again, they came from moms that were free to be themselves and have babies without daddies, and no men around to raise them. So, I mean, this is that was.
Facts.
You could have all these babies. So whatever.
And this might be unrelated, but if you're emotionally unstable, maybe drugs and alcohol shouldn't be your thing.
Oh, there's that.
Because you mix those two and you just, I'm gonna kill myself.
Right?
Oh, there's that. And
You know?
But you're not actually gonna kill
He
yourself.
said what he said.
Life lessons.
Into thinking.
yeah,
Pure facts.
pretty much is gonna happen. He's a welfare check, and
Facts.
from that we will move on. Because listen, let me tell you about this segment before I do it. I was going to edit this video, but I was like, listen, I'm all about authenticity on this show. And when I went to edit the video, okay, I was not going to take out the pieces of this video that makes it so genuine and raw. And if it was good enough for CNN, it is good enough for Not Your Typical Girl Talk. This is going to be probably the funniest video of 2022 on Not Your Typical Girl Talk. And let me make sure that I turn it up. And if you are a Christian who does not like the vulgar language, viewer discretion is advised. Presenting my favorite person.
And I just want to say, fuck Best Buy. The fuck? Y'all got kids on sale. What about the fucking meat? You don't get food sale. What the fuck? Take the meat. Put the meat on sale. Check out fucking canned beans, like eat motherfucking canned beans and shit. Put the meat on sale. And why the fuck you looking at that? Yes, I did say it. Fuck Best Buy, and I said again. Fuck Best Buy. And
But you heard the woman. Put that meat on sale. She ain't playing with y'all. Put it on sale. Yes, girl, speak your truth. Yes, I'm here for this woman. They need to get her back.
Okay, can I just
Can they
say,
bring her back, please?
for people that
That was
didn't
awesome.
know,
Mm.
so this was on CNN,
I
and
love it.
she's being interviewed by Erin Brunette, who
I love
is
it.
one of the like high-profile journalists on CNN. Like, this is a major moment in news right now. This was on prime time.
This is how bad the news is. They don't vet anybody before.
I love it.
This was
I
a
love
reaction to a shooting.
I love
A
it.
Best Buy Black Friday piece. And you do not look like you missing any meals. So I understand why you are that upset about the meat prices, but
Stop! Oh my
man,
God.
you didn't have that attitude. We were just speaking about how Black Friday should be like. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. That don't mean nothing to us no more. Y'all got it. For the pandemic, and we was already not even after the pandemic. It's like, oh no, I gotta work anyway.
Can we please play this again?
Yes, please. I love
I
it.
need some you. Because again, this, yo,
I just want to say,
I'm so angry.
the fuck? Y'all got kids on set. What about the fucking meat? You don't get food stamp. What the fuck? Take the meat. Put the meat on sale. Check out fucking canned beans, like some canned beans and shit. Put the meat on sale. And why the fuck you looking at me like that? Yes, I did say it. Fuck Best Buy, and I said again. Fuck Best Buy. And I was like,
She went hard.
she said, why you looking at me
Put the
like
meat on sale. She went.
Erin Brunette's like, is this a prank?
Oh God, no, man, this was real.
No, like honestly,
It was
if I
real
was a
real.
journalist and someone called in and went on like that, I'd be like, someone set me up.
I'd be like, please continue. Go on. We're getting you a whole lot of ratings right
I
now.
think I know what happened.
Keep going.
Oh my God, they were on the streets and they probably just picked some girl off
And
the street.
her segment director got passed up for promotion. And that was his resignation.
You passed me the promotion.
Can I ask a question
Look at
too?
that. Her face says, I'm gonna fire Carl. That's exactly why she's on.
The one thing, honestly, I have to say,
Oh man.
and you know, it's almost a part of Black culture where, you know, serious journalists will go out and they will find these people that forever, you know, and I can't remember their names and I wish I could.
Oh, the
But
house
remember
burnt down.
that the house burnt
Yeah,
down.
they had those shoes.
Yeah, and you know,
It's always a black person.
right, and that one lady
Oh,
was
it's
like,
black
what
person.
was her thing?
Coleslaw. What was it again?
I forget, but there was that one woman and then that one guy, and the news found them and they did these interviews, and now they're forever in the
history.
internet, in the history, you know, like Black culture, right? And I can't remember their names right now because it's my brain.
Listen, go on YouTube and type in on the search bar Rochester Popeyes, and you will see one of the viral, hilarious moments similar to that. Boy, when the Popeyes ran out of free chicken, them Negroes started cutting up.
I mean, it's truly fascinating,
Yeah.
and this is why, honestly,
Right there.
this is why I don't understand why people
You know
don't honestly love Black people and
I
love
know.
Black culture, because
So
these are hilarious.
entertaining.
And she would have knocked the cameraman out if he tried. That girl can fight.
Upper right hook, right there.
And it's
That's
because of all the
hilarious.
meat she eats, right?
She wants
has
the
this
meat on
big
sale.
Right, wants the meat on sale.
Put that meat on
That's
sale.
right. They're talking about they're putting 3 cans for $1.99. 3 cans for $1.99. She said, I want the meat. What am I supposed to do with that black beans and chickpeas and so forth. She wants the meat.
She wants
the
meat.
T-bone.
She wants the
She
meat.
wants the ham hock.
She wants it.
Pork
Thing is,
loins.
She wants
you know,
it.
like Rob said, like imagine if the meat was on sale. Like, no offense, I think she's awesome, but what would she look like if the meat did go on sale?
Oh my God.
Star is Born. I love her. That was my viral moment. Exactly.
She's great.
Oh wow. No, she is. She's awesome.
Yeah.
I must,
She's awesome.
before we go into the next segment, which was kind of heavy, I'm just going to play her again. This is the best thing I have seen in since.
Fuck, bitch, pie. The fuck? Y'all got cans on sale. What about the fucking meat? You don't get food stamp. What the fuck? Take the meat. Put the meat on sale. Check out fucking canned beans, like eat motherfucking canned beans and shit. Put the meat on sale. And why the fuck you looking at that? Yes, I did say fuck Best Buy, and I said again. Fuck Best Buy. You know?
That's the part for me.
Can I just say too? She does remind me.
They actually selling 3 cans.
Right?
$1.99 on Black Friday.
No, but that's what they have. I saw the title.
Is this a real thing?
This is
I-
no, because this
I find it
hamburger
entertaining.
is real.
Why is Best Buy selling beans?
I just find it entertaining because here in Toronto, everyone's been
Oh,
complaining
geez.
about the price of cauliflower, the
You're right.
cost of grapes. You
She's
know,
about the meat.
she's like, put the meat on sale. And we're out here talking about lettuce. Like,
She wants the meat on
she
sale.
wants the meat on sale.
Give her
So,
her meat.
you know,
This
that's
is so
CNN.
funny. This has become
I hope Joe
viral
Biden was listening and he'll make a
The
way.
whole world
It
is
is
listening.
all over TikTok, this video. If I scroll up every single one of these is about this girl talking this, and people think this is funny. She's
It is funny.
hilarious.
It's
And we
hilarious.
appreciate her.
Yes,
and
we
thank
do.
her.
Do you really think she was talking proper before she got on camera?
She was no.
So then, how did she get on camera?
No. Because they
All
thought she was hilarious.
All resign.
She's hilarious.
They wanted to get that
That spunky,
fiery
fiery
black woman on camera, which
And they got
again
it.
we've seen in the past with
Listen.
Ferguson when they, you know, with the clean water crisis, they got a bunch of people. Hilarious, just funny.
Listen,
Entertaining.
she made talk for me. How'd your wife? How'd your kids? Because they said whatever. Like that one was to me. This though, you go, girl. You get the meat on sale because
Get that meat.
hard in these
Yes.
streets. So speaking of people out in these streets, this one for me, and this is also a sensitive. So I am going to hold my words on this one. But I do have certain questions about decision making that we do as women when we make claims of domestic abuse. And so, this one is a very serious story, but we're trying to make sense of the actions of the person because we have questions about this. So, the headline says, Miles Bridges granted restraining order against ex who accused him of domestic violence. Sat in his driveway for 6 hours after he refused to talk and allegedly stole his dog. Here is a little bit more of the story. Neighbors, it's no secret that the details of NBA's Miles Bridges' domestic case with his ex, Michelle Johnson, are a bit disturbing. But in a turn of events, Bridges has now been granted a restraining order against her. So let's be clear. He was accused of abusing her, domestic violence against her, but now he's been granted a restraining order against her. Bridges claims that he's been harassed several times by Johnson since she accused him of physical abuse and posted a picture of her bruises on social media. On October 12th, Bridges says Johnson showed up to an Airbnb property he was renting with their 2 children. Since they are under a no-contact protection order, Bridges attempted to go inside to avoid her, but couldn't lock the door. He tried to hold it shut with his hands, but she pried it open, with a garden hose. She then reportedly stole Bridges' dog and left with their children. On October 31st, Bridges claims Johnson followed him and his friends after he left a hookah lounge. She sat in the driveway with their children and requested to talk. He declined due to the court order, but she remained in his driveway for another 6 hours. On November 3rd, Bridges pleaded no contest to 1 count of felony domestic violence. On November 5th, 2 days later, Johnson popped up to his Airbnb before LAPD made her leave. On Wednesday, November 9th, a judge granted Bridges' request for a restraining order. So, on October the 12th, you post pictures of yourself saying that you were in a domestic violence situation with your partner. When that happens, the police forces you to stay apart. You cannot live in the same home because domestic violence, one person has to be arrested. That is the rule I know in Canada, they had changed it, especially in Ontario, specifically Toronto. If a domestic violence incident, someone is getting arrested. They don't care who, but someone's getting arrested. And you're not supposed to have contact with each other unless you go to court and a judge says you can. So she says that it happened. He got arrested. They have a no contact order, but she continues to contact him.
It's the whole like her sitting outside his house for 6 hours.
But they're children.
6 hours with the children and the dog outside his house.
In the car.
If he was so dangerous, why is she even there? What's wrong with women?
Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Now you can't be around that man when that's on. You just want him to do what you tell him to do, and he's realizing the threat to his freedom and his career that you are, even though you're the mother of his children. He's staying away from you. That's why he filed in paperwork. He's not playing no more, but he still wants to go through the toxic drama games and all of that.
We gotta understand, all of this happened within less than a month.
Yeah.
Listen to the dates.
Yeah.
October's and November's. October 12th was the incident. November 9th, he was granted a restraining order against her.
She obviously has, I mean, it's obvious she needs to sit down with a psychiatrist or some sort of
Therapy.
therapy, medical, mental doctor, practitioner in some way, because she's obviously not okay. People that are okay do not take the children and the dog and sit in a car for 6 hours.
6 hours.
Nah, that's no.
Carson's really sweet. I'm not as sweet. This is what happened. She realized that her free paper bun, as Jamaicans would say, he was her financier. He gave her the life that she wanted to live, and now that the police has said that they have no contact, she's not living the life. She's not showing up at his games. She's not front row. She's not in her Louis Vuittons. She's not being able to pay for whatever the babysitter or the nanny costs. She now has to raise her own kids and pay her own way. So what she thought was control, and here's the thing, I do not condone domestic violence in any way, shape, or form, but a lot of women call the police as a way to control their men and say, if you do this to me, I can do this to you. Like an assault victim who finally gets away from her partner isn't running back and bringing her children in a driveway. I'm just sorry. I have psychological things, but girl.
No, I completely agree. I fully agree that what she has displayed here is not okay. And if anything, she's just displayed that she's not even capable really of having children in her care. That's what she has shown us. Because again, like I too don't condone domestic violence to either person, but you can't be out here and saying, well, yeah, I finally got the restraining order. Now I'm going to go and try to contact him. He's not answering my text messages. Okay, I'm going to go sit outside the house. And I know, I'll take the dog. And it's like,
and at that point, not to just
at that point,
him.
yeah, at that point, you either want to provoke the man so he comes out and starts screaming at you.
She wants to fight.
And maybe she wants that. Maybe there's a weird thing where she's like, this is attention in some weird way. Either way, there's something going on up here in which she needs something to be examined in order to move on and set this man free and set herself free and part in the most amicable way for their family, because
Girl,
this
if
is
she sets
ridiculous.
him free, all she's gonna get is child support. So
That's all she's gonna get.
That's all she deserves.
I get that. Like, that's my thing. While she's going through all of this with him, why are the kids there? I'm certain you could have had somewhere else for them to be. Why you went to go talk with him if you quote unquote work it out or whatever. But then B, while you're doing all of this, you're clearly not thinking about them children.
absolutely.
6 hours.
No.
In the car with the dog, you mean to tell me they're not like, mommy, we hungry, mommy, I'm bored, mommy, I want to go play, mommy, why we just sitting in the driveway, daddy's not coming up? Because again, she knows that he will leave her in that driveway. It's bad that he wouldn't make his kids sit outside for that time. And kudos to him. There's people that are him for saying, oh, how you gonna do your kids like that? He ain't do his kids like that. She did.
No.
They have a no
He was
contact
the one.
order.
Yep, it's all her.
She can call and have him arrested on his property for what she's doing. That's how the law works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Not smart.
be better.
Yeah. Don't
Make
fall
better
for it again, bro.
choices.
Yeah.
I pray that he takes this restraining order to the end.
Maybe she's the one that sent those texts. And that whole screenshot was what he sent. Listen. Maybe it was her pretending to be saying that she's the brother. We all know it was her.
You brought it together. This is what we do.
We bring things together.
It just made sense. It just made sense of the
So
foolishness
before
on
we
it.
finish this show, as usual, we're gonna have Robbie 3 times go into his amazing segment, and she's gonna talk about those very texts, male segments.
Yeah, that's just a very unrelatable thread to me. I've received those type of threads before. I've just never been on the giving end of them. And all this says to me is that is a person who is so delusional that they can't believe that they can't manipulate you. That sounds like a 6-year-old for me. Like, that's just, and for that to be coming from, I was like, is that a guy? Like, really? Oh, God. Yeah. Next story.
My favorite. I have to put on mute, but here we
Put
go.
that meat on sale.
Just play her again. I don't know. This story's for itself. And this time, though, I want you to focus on Aaron's face.
Okay, let's go.
And I just want to say, fuck big pie. The fuck? Y'all got kids on set. What about the fucking meat? You don't get food stamp. What the fuck? Take the meat. Put the meat on sale. Check out fucking canned beans like you want canned beans and shit. Put the meat on sale. And why the fuck you looking at that? Yes, I did say fuck Best Buy, and I said again. Fuck Best Buy. And I just want
So,
Eric kept blinking.
she blinked 103 times in that segment. But that is a white woman who is used to being around black people. Because if you notice, the only response that was acceptable was just be quiet and she'll go away. But if she would have tried to cut her off, oh God, it would have got crazy on there for real. Man. Oh man, we would have had a super classic moment. But that's the professionalism of Aaron. She knew better than to say anything, to try to cut her off. She just sat there and blinked 103 times and let her go away.
Maybe she was sending a code with the blinking. Like, send help. Send help.
Onto our fight.
Oh.
Not 103 times.
This one sucks because I think I was kind of hard on Miles. Like, if nothing else, just for having, the situation, you got to get away from her, bro. Now, you clearly got to get away from her. And it's sad because there's children involved in this. And that's why I'm so tired of it always being the default reaction. All it do is the problem. And like in this situation, who's really endangering the kids, man?
And with that, thank you so much, Robbie, 3 times. It is the end of the segment. And as usual, Telly, you're going to talk to the people, damn.
Yes, we want to thank everyone so much for coming along on our interesting journey as we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. These deep, dark, blue ivy, Beyonce, internet live. But thank you all so much for joining us. As usual, you can join us right here every Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to listen to our award-winning content, thanks to Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. That's right, just find us on there. You can watch every single episode. Go all the way to the beginning and just let it play. And listen to award-winning content, Nobel Peace Prize content. Yes, we're bringing people together. You saw the puzzles we just put together. You saw the breakthroughs we just had this evening. Listen, we know the truth, all right? So don't forget, find us all over the internet. We are under the name Not Your Typical Girl Talk. We got Persia, I'm Telly. We got Queen Sheba, and we got Robbie 1, 2, 3 times. And until next time, bye!
Peace.
Oh, all right. We're gonna dance it out. Come on, Gaga.
Oh, look at it.
The black version. The black version. We have, the other version. There's the black version. It's Gaga not invited to the cookout. She brings the cookout. It's just like, she pay for everything. Pay for everything.
Good night, ladies.
As long as you read the meat dress. You see, that black girl needs to find Lady Gaga and get some meat from the meat dress. Look at us. Solving mysteries. Come on now. FBI needs to hire us. We're bringing down walls.
Goodbye.